Welcome to the Supper Club, let me tell you. Oh, we hit an estate sale that was enormous.
Oh, we're back, and guess what? Trixie came in to see what was at the Supper Club. And look at this, we're still on Tamiya kits, 1/35th scale. This is part 6.
Man, the workday's over and it's time to escape. Man, that was a long day at work. Let's go into the corner of the garage. I cleaned out a space where we can escape to our childhood, to creativity, to the wildness of model making. This was the time and the place. And look at that price tag. You can't even barely buy anything for $1 anymore. We're in the garage and we're rocking it tonight.
Are you ready for part 6? Look at these sticks. Oh, we're back, and guess what? Trixie came in to see what was at the Supper Club. And look at this, we're still on Tamiya kits, 1/35th scale. Now, I'm believing these kits might not be actually, I don't know, there's 2 different size 1/35th scale, which is interesting. Here's all your Japanese writing. Oh, look at that, details on what to do and where to go. I'm digging it, I'm digging it. Look at this. These are cool. I had one of these as a Roco mini tank. Here's all your variations. Oh, I had that one as a Roco mini tank. And that one. And that one. Ah, this one I definitely had as a Roco mini tank. So cool with that side plating. Very nice. That armor on the side. Let's see what's in here. Here's our big octopus treads. They're in pretty good condition, which is nice. They're not all wound up and you have to wrestle with them. Oh, look how big this tank is. Now this one is a bigger size. Now here's a guy, and guess what? We got a guy back here. Let's take a look at them. Oh, they're the same size. Oh, silly me. Maybe these are just really huge and I didn't know. Oh, here's some tread replacements. Oh, this one is cool. Doesn't look like well, there are a lot of little tiny little billion little pieces there, but that's okay. That gives you patience and fine motor skills. Oh, look at that base. That is huge. Here's our instructions. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got 2 sets of instructions in this one. Oh, look at that. Japanese and English. Very nice. We'll look at the English one. Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm trying to pick it up and it's actually printed on the bottom of the box. Important information concerning this kit. Read carefully and understand manufacturer's instruction booklet supplied with this kit. Oh boy, in all different languages. Look at all the different languages that they have. I don't recognize all the languages, but man, if it's in your language, I'm glad you can read it. And I'll show that so you can pause it and read it for yourself. This is all the different nations and countries that this kit can go into. So I bet they have instructions in all these different languages so that they are able to build this cool kit. Oh, don't we all want to build? I know Trixie's building kits. She's building some screw-type kits that are really sweet, and she's doing a great job. No instructions, and she's got to figure it out all by herself. Whew, doggy. That is good. Oh, I was gonna put that on my stack of stuff, but let's put this this one back in and look at this English version, because that's the language I speak. Okay, here's all our parts. A lot of parts, and the name of the part, which is good, so if you study it, you can learn what is going on. But you know us, we have to breeze through everything really quick, like you're probably scanning through this right now, this video, fast forwarding. But when you go to build this kit, you're gonna be going, oh, I'm going through that because my instruction sheet isn't there, and now I can look at that instruction and go through that. Oh, just amazing. Look at this guy. Shows you how to put them together and how to paint them. This is very cool. Okay, I'm rushing through the kit too. There are so many cool kits I want to show you. Here's the details for the decking of the tank. Oh, that is nice. And here is the finished model with where you put all the decals. How to paint, what to do, where to go. It tells you everything. Camouflage. And here's applying the decals. And again, if you read this, I know we're guys, we're not supposed to read directions, but if you read it, it would be good. I'm telling you, it'll help you. Just read it when no one's around so no one can tell that, oh, you had to read the directions. Okay, here we go. Can we get this all back in our box? I hope so. This is very, very cool stuff. This is a big, huge monster tank. And again, if this is 1/35 scale, holy smokes. This tank is huge. Then we got another Jeep set. Look at this, with a flank gun. That is pretty wild. Nice setup. German. Here it is. Oh, look at that. That is wild stuff. I'm liking it very much. Oh. To me, I always had great graphics. Look at this from top-down view. Shows you exactly what the gun will look like, and all the way to paint the camouflage to get an idea of what it should look like. Made in Japan. Now look at this. This baby, compared to this side was facing the sun. Stock number TM35105. Oh, yeah, that box has been sitting baking in the sun. Hopefully everything isn't melted inside. Here's all your figures. Oh, you got figures and turrets. Oh, the top and decals all in one. Look at that top. That looks like a huge top. This doesn't seem the same scale as the other unless they just started making vehicles a lot bigger. Oh, look at that. That chassis is like split in half. Oh, here's your little tube of glue. Gotta have that. I wonder if that's enough for everything. You know, the Tesla's glue tube is huge, but in America everything has to be huge. 1/35 scale, military. Oh, this is in Japanese. Look at that. Can you read all that? Trixie, can you read all that? Can you read Japanese? She says nope. This is amazing. Here's all the details on it. Look at that. For your camouflage, for your helmets, colors to paint. This one is sweet. Now again, I don't see a windshield in this, but again, you can cut out a clear plastic windshield pretty easy. Look at that. That is sweet. Well, maybe this one doesn't even have a windshield. It's gotta have a windshield. Oh, it's down flat. See that? Here's another tell you what's going on, where it happened. Little note, little history note maybe. For all you read Japanese. This one is one cool kit. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. See if we can get it all back into the box quickly. And again, it just seems for this that it is huge compared to the other Jeeps we looked at, and maybe this is just a bigger Jeep. I don't know. Oh, look at this, a Tiger 1 tank. We had a Tiger 2. Tamiya, 1/35th scale. Where is it? There it is. Panzerkampfenwagen. Oh, that is it. So wild. Look at that. This one is sealed. Can read all that. Pause it and read it. This one, again, sitting in the sunlight, probably in a hobby store for years. Oh, look at this little flamethrower one. At least that's what we called ours. Had that as a Roco mini tank. That is a Roco mini tank. As a Roco. Ah, that's why I love these kits. Reminds me of the Roco mini tanks that I can't find these days. Oh, they're hiding out somewhere. Oh, look at this US half-track with an 81mm mortar carrier. Oh, this is very cool. Got a big gun in the back. Oh, I didn't show you the side, silly me. Look at this. Whew. Read your Japanese. Pause it. Oh, again, faded. But who cares? It's a half-track. And oh, there's the one we got. That's M3A2. Very cool. That one's very cool. That's the one I think that we opened and it wasn't there. Oh, we got that one. That would be a cool one to get. The command center. Again, I'm looking at, I literally picked these all up yesterday night and I didn't even have a chance to look at them other than stack them here so we can photograph them. Here's all the sides for the half track, all the metal protection, and here's all your figures. Oh, very cool. Couple more figure pieces, drivers, your steering wheels and stuff. Ah, there's your treads for your half track. This is all sealed in the package. Look at these directions. So much fun. Ah, and that's probably a history again on half tracks. Here's our guy, slightly different, telling you welcome to building your models. You can build it really good. Thank you very much for buying. Ah, look at all these instructions. This is sweet as can be. Nothing like a half track. And here it is all built up. Gun in the back on a turret. You've got an outside mortar unit. Oh, this is very cool. All your pieces and parts on the back. Oh, you could cut this out and save that. I don't know why, but they're telling you the little scissors says cut it out and save it. Oh, these kits are cool as can be. I'm stoked. I'm very grateful for my friend, the knitter. She knits and crochets and knits and all does that kind of lady stuff. And gives it all away to people in hospitals. It's very cool. Look at this! The Sturmpanzer 4! The Brumbar. Skapapa 168. Ah, little mortar. You got some side armor to protect that. That is really neat. I'm not seeing UPCs on these boxes, so these are older kits. Look at all these. That is Panzer, Kampfwagen, Panther, German, Tiger 1, the Jetten Panther, Hunting Tiger German. Oh, very sweet, very cool. Look at this, all pristine in the package. Look how big that tank is. That's 1/35th scale compared to some of those other 1/35ths. Amazing. Look at that gun turret in there, the barrel turret. This is just so cool. All these pieces and parts. Look at all those tiny little parts. But I see the big snake treads in the bottom. Octopuses. Oh, they're in the bag, Dad. So you don't have to wrestle them around. That's good. Oh, you got another couple little grommets here or something. Oh, got your glue. Is that all the glue you really need for a kit? That is amazing if you can do that whole kit with all this. It's got to be a tiny little toothpick or something. Oh, look at this. These instructions are amazing. There's an actual picture of one of the vehicles. Here's all your camouflage and decal applying information. Oh, this one is cool. I like it. Short and stubby. Look at this. The figures, so wild. How you can position them. Oh, look, here's a picture of them. Showing you how to put them on there. And that's probably the photograph that they modeled them after. Here's some detail shots. How you can build that out. Very nice. Oh, that is one cool kit. These pictures seem to be a little better focused and detailed than the other ones we've seen in other kits. Look at all this. Oh, it's just so much information. These kits are not for beginners, let me tell you. These are for the pros. These are guys that are entering in some mega competitions, national, international competitions. These guys, when they build them, they do them proud. So much fun. Let me put those two together. Will they fit? Ugh, nope. Was the one on one side, one on the other? Maybe. I don't want to, again, you don't want to force it or have it over the top because it screws up the stacking and could screw up your pieces. Oh, look at this thing. What is this? The Schwarer Panzer Sparwagen. Looks like a radio control thing, a radio communications vehicle. Kind of sweet. Faded on this side, but I'm glad to get the kits. Nice. Look at all these different British tank, US, Russian, Japanese. I'm digging that Japanese tank. That is pretty cool. That is pretty sweet. Oh, let's take a look at this one. Quick. Oh, look at all the detail on that. That is tiny, and that's going to be a fragile build. Here's our sheet that shows us all the different cars, or tanks and vehicles, and here is the 150 different part numbers for these vehicles. We saw that before. Oh, here it is, the hull for it. Oh, these things are so cool. Look at the wheels on this. It's pretty big. It's got to move out fast, I guess. Pieces and parts. I don't see any figures in this, so we'll have to use some of the accessory figures. shows a guy in there. We'll have to look again. Maybe I didn't see him, but look at, here's the instructions. Oh, so nice. And again, here is all your information and history of this vehicle and how it was used, when it was used, and different configurations for it. Oh, that is amazing. How to put on all the decals. Woo! Doggy! Oh, this one again, very complex. You got Joe Friendly there. Oh. Shows you how it's supposed to look from the bottom. And then finished vehicle. That is sweet. Again, these kits are just so amazingly cool. I love the military kits. I haven't built a lot of them over the years. I've stuck with show rods and wild cars, but man, I do have an appreciation for a diorama that someone's putting together with these things that is just fantastic. Oh, here's the mobile wagon. Look at that. That is one sweet flank gun. Flank Panzer. Look at that. That is nice. Here's your guy. All your writing. Now this one doesn't have a UPC on it, but the UPC could have been attached to the cellophane, but the ones that are sealed, I don't see any cellophane. Oh, that one's so cool. Had all these as Roco minifigs. Oh. Look at this. Green is usually the figures, and then you've got tan for the vehicle. Very nice. These Tamiya kits are amazing. Very well created. Look at that. That base, that is very cool. There's your octopus of treads. Here's your little tube of glue. Ba-ba! And here's our instructions. So sweet. Look at how cool that is. And I bet all these things hinge up and down if you do it right. Take your time. There's building your guns, your flank guns. And then how they pivot up and down. Don't glue. So yep, these will all work if you do it right. Oh. But man, once you spend all the time and energy to put one of these together, to move those guns around, it's like only you can do it, because trust me, you don't want anyone else touching your build after you spent weeks and weeks on it putting it together, because it can be a little fragile, and then some fumble finger comes up and then touches your model and busts it, and you're like, ah, oh, you kidding me? Oh, great kit. Totally cool. Bringing back some great childhood memories. Oh, a Panther tank. Look at this. 1/35th scale. Somewhere there it is. 1/35th. A Panzer Kampfwagen. Oh, look at this. That thing is sweet. Here's all your information about it. This one's got a little fade on the corner here. Maybe it was high in the stack, so it wouldn't get totally faded out. But man, these kits that they offer are pretty cool. Sell through. Oh, here it is. Look at that. That is nice. Big. This is a big tank for 1/35th scale. There's your little glue in there. floating around. Oh, this one's got a guy. There he is, armless guy. You position the arms at whatever you want. Here's your tank driver. All your decals. Panther tank or German Panzer. Nice. This is pretty sweet. Got some great information on this. Details. Oh, it shows you how to put it all together. Here's again, clip this out. I don't know what it means or what it says, but clip it out for information. Maybe it's information on the tank or statistics. I don't know. Some detail shots. Here's our friendly Joey Bag of Donuts guy. Oh, look at all these details. Let me tell you, just so cool. And if you do it right, again, this will all work. The treads will spin. It'll take off like there's no tomorrow. Just amazing. I think this one went in there. Trying to remember how it all went back together. There we go. Oh.
Well, let me tell you, don't hang out with the wrong guys. Stay away from weird people. Choose your friends. Don't let weirdos follow you. Unless they're toy car case guys who love John and Roman's Supper Club. I think we're all a little crazy, but let me tell you, we're gonna show you good cars, clean cars. It's free! All you have to do is subscribe. Relive those childhood memories. Come to one event, come to them all. We've got videos all the time. Oh, I get so excited when the toy cars come out. Check out the Toy Car Case YouTube channel and subscribe.
Look at this one. That one is pretty sweet. I can't even. The Sturmgenges Schutzner. Gotta be careful speaking German, kids. Oh, look at that. Very cool. Little fade on this side of the box, but that's okay. Like I said, you got the kit, and that's good. Here's your advanced sales of them. And again, sometimes they just... I think this is the one we're looking at right now. Yeah. So, let's get into this. Oh, look how huge that is. Again, I'm thinking those 1/35 scales on those smaller boxes, I'm thinking it's a tinier size. They used a different scale or their scales were off. Oh, look how cool this is. Now this one, I was going to say, it doesn't have a tube of glue, but it does. Look at that. This is amazing. So cool, looking at the instructions for the first time. Opening the box going, yep, I'm gonna conquer this kit. Look at all these pieces and parts. Here's Officer Friendly telling you how to help out. This is a trifold ready to rock and roll. Oh, look at all that. I love all this tread stuff. Just so cool. The big plates on this side. That is amazing how to put this all together. And here is all decal placement and what it should look like. Front, back, center, top, and bottom. That is great. And then an actual photograph. Very cool, very cool. Oh man, there are so many models here that we pulled into the Supper Club yesterday. I'm just happy as can be. So much fun, these kits. Man, I don't know But maybe Trixie could build one of these. They're pretty complex. We gotta get her building some more. Oh, look at that. Here's our next one, a Panzer, a Kampfwagen. Now I had this one again as a Roco mini tank. It was very cool. A lot of different angles on it and on the sides and stuff. Look at that. That is nice. Very cool. Faded out. Again, that picture just totally faded with the sun. And here's your sell-throughs. That one's a pretty cool one. Ah, these tank models are just so cool. Look at this. Again, looking at the instructions for the first time, seeing that thing that all these pieces and parts are going to turn into. Just very cool. Here's your list of parts on all the different trees. Oh, look at this. Look at the coolness of this complexity. And just think you can build all this in a month or two. Okay, maybe longer if you got a job and all that responsibility of family. Oh, look at this. So much fun. Tells you exactly how to paint and what it should look like for each one of the figures. Oh. These are so cool. Look at this thing. All the pieces and parts. This is again another big military vehicle. Those bases are huge. Some great pieces on here. There's your figures, your tank commanders and stuff. There's your little tube of glue. That'd be interesting to try and see if you could do one whole model with just that little tube of glue. Think it could be done? I don't know. Not the way I go to glue. It's like glue bomb nation. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put these instructions on the bottom so that they're nice and flat. Oh, look at that. Now we got one more kit in the series. Now I added this one in. This is the half track that's gonna pull that 88mm gun. Now this one I got at a model show, model competition at one of the vendor tables. It was $8 and it was started, but this was just, it's a half track with the guns on, the flank guns on it. It is just so cool. I took a gamble on it. That bottom one is the one I want to find, but this top one, maybe it can be made into either or. But here's all your sell-through kits. Oh, so many cool kits. Tank destroyer. But look, to me, that half track is very cool. I watch all the old war movies, man. I love all you guys that fought for our country. Man, I have great respect for you, what you went through. Look at all these pieces and parts on this thing. There's your hood and your side plates. I don't know if this whole kit is here. You've got some side of the cab here, but it's like you have to build the whole cab, I'm thinking. There's your roof. Here's some figures molded in white. Very cool. Great detail on it. I'll put it right side up so you can acclimate to it. Look how good that detail is. These Tamiya kits are amazing. Here's the seats. And this could be like your side doors. But guess what? No instructions. Or did I look at the instructions? Yeah, I didn't see instructions in this one. So we got 3 treads on here, which is interesting. Got wheels and axles, or tires and axles, and a nut. Here's another figure. Got a screening. Not quite sure what that's for. So I'm gonna have to go online and find someone that has instructions for this, so I can see how to put this thing together. Oh, this one is cool though. Like I said, I'm hoping that this one will be pulling that flank gun that we looked at in the last round. Oh, that'll be pretty sweet. Trying to get this all back in the way it came in without crushing parts or pieces, and who knows how it all goes. But the trick is, put it in carefully and gently so you don't bust nothing. You don't want to bust nothing or force anything. Oh, this is a cool vehicle. Now this one looks like it doesn't have the opportunity to do those. That ain't gonna work. Those seats as an extra. There's something bumpy in here. I don't know what it is, but it is bumpy and not working. There we go. I think that might work. So on the side here, it shows 2 pictures. Come on. Come on, don't break the box. Okay, see on the side here, this upper and lower one? I thought you might have variations for it, but it doesn't, because you only have space for the gun turret on it. But either way you look at it, very cool. Now this one had a rubber band around it. I'm putting the rubber band back. I'm digging that one. I'm digging that. Oh, look at that. We're almost through it, everyone. We only got 2 more piles to go. And this video is done. Oh, is this cool or what? I know you're sleeping, but I love it. I love it. Thanks for watching. We're gonna get back to cars real soon. Oh, I had to take a little break to models and military. Love it. Thanks, guys. So cool on some of these kits. Just amazing. Rock on, my brothers and sisters. Thanks for coming into the supper club. It is 316. I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on old Johnny Clark. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be.